All right, guys. So what you're going to see is a rehab session. So that's about 25 pounds in total. I love to do rehab, especially when I'm getting super hard table time. And as you know, I came back from a pretty rough 2 weeks in the States. So lots of rehab to get my body working the way I want it to again. Starting off with the high cup on the multi spinner. I typically do around 50 repetitions when I'm in a rehab state. The movement should be, I should basically be working the full range in the joints that I'm really concerned about, which is mostly the wrist, but I am concerned a little bit about the elbow as well. But I'm going to focus on keeping the exercises as precise and as clean as possible. Moving on to the posting, rising with the belt in between your punching knuckle and your first knuckle there. It's not like I'm really deep into the burn. I basically I'm getting a really good pump. So I start to approach the burn and I'm bouncing kind of back and forth between muscle groups. I kind of go with a heavy wrist and then some kind of a rising or bicep driven exercise. And all the exercises that I do in rehab are what I consider to be my high priority exercises. So now over to the low cup multi spinner. I love high cup, low cup. I think that this is the way that you actually arm wrestle. When you're cupping, you're either having a little bit of pronation or a little bit of supination. So the low cup multi spinner is what I consider the entry into inside arm wrestling, into pressing, deep hooking, whereas high cup multi is more of getting into hand control and rolling. Moving into top roll, hitting my pronation with belt. Note that I am focusing on the movement of my thumb throughout this motion to get extra blood in there for some balloon hand action. I think that movement is a big part of the rehabilitation process. I think that your connective structures need to move. The way I do my rehab throughout the day in periods when I'm kind of rehabbing is what you're seeing right now is what I'll consider kind of one kind of set. And anyways, here I'm on to kind of a wrist wrench kind of thing, which in my mind is just like a really nice full balanced wrist and hand kind of tool. But I'm doing this and I'll rest about 15 to 30 minutes. I'll do it again with just a very minimal increase in intensity, like maybe I'll add a pound. And notice I'm doing the same weight for all the exercises. And then 15 to 30 minutes later, I'll do it again. Same little increase. And here I'm moving on to, again, what I consider to be an entry exercise into inside arm wrestling. Kind of the way you have to be strong to have a good position to hook well or press well. You need this strength right here, kind of bicep driven with a little bit of supination. But I'll do this like 3 times in somewhat of a block. I'll take some time off and then I'll do it again a couple hours later. I'll normally run through this thing 9 or 10 times in a day. I've got some kickback going on. This ties in heavily into all outside arm wrestling, all regripping. But basically everything works together. What you're seeing, all my exercise choices, kind of takes me across most of the main drives and strengths required to do well in arm wrestling. And they're also going to be the ones that are going to get sore as well. So I'd say for anybody who's doing a lot of table time to run through a circuit like this is probably going to be really beneficial. It won't take really anything out of you. As in, like, if you do this, you're probably going to be fine to practice or train hard. It's minimal recovery. I'd even say it's not even minimal recovery. It will aid your recovery. So you will heal faster if you do these exercises, so long as you're eating properly and, taking care of yourself somewhat. Throw a little bit of tricep in there. As a lot of you guys know, tricep is a small part of my game, but you can tailor this to your own style. If you think you do more tricep drives, then do more tricep drives. As you see, I've got 3 pulls, 3 cups, 1 press, 1 kickback. Hope you guys got something from this. That's it. That's how I stay in top shape. I'm coming to see you guys really soon. Get ready.